I'm always being asked to make more Octopus Cosy heat pump videos. Well, today's video, I'm going to be looking at the Home Assistant integration for the Octopus Cosy heat pumps and how you can see loads of data in there. But one thing you currently can't see is flow and return temperature. Now, I'm sure Octopus will eventually add it in the app, but as of today's video, there's a workaround to get it into the API, into the Home Assistant automation that's pretty basic that most people will be able to do themselves. This workaround means that you can see that flow and return temperature, and then you can use that to send data to people like Heat Pump Energy Monitoring website and various other tasks. But if you're thinking of getting a Cosy heat pump or a Daikin heat pump or any heat pump from Octopus Energy, if you go to evnic.com/energy, use my code there, which is a series of numbers, and you give that to your Octopus representative by the phone or email, they will knock £100 off your install. Now, firstly, if you don't know what Home Assistant is, it's basically a little computer. There's loads of links down below in the description in the comment section if you haven't got Home Assistant and you want to sort it out, and I'll explain how to get that set up. There's also a really interesting video coming about how to make your own Cosy in-home control display. So if you want an in-home display for your Cosy 6 to control it, see the temperature and boost your hot water from a display in your home, that video is currently out for members already. If you click the subscribe and bell icon, as soon as that video comes public, you will also get it completely for free. But if you want to sign up to be a member, from £2 a month, you get exclusive early access to that video. Now, in the Cosy integration, we have various settings. We can see the temperature of the hot water tank, like this one behind here, because it has a temperature probe in it. We can see live power in, live heat out. We can also see the temperature of the Cosy pods and humidity of the Cosy pods, but we can't see the flow and return temperature. But I've got a little hack to get around that, because my data is now on Heat Pump Energy Monitor. Yes, it is on there, so if you want to see the live data from my flow and return temperature, it's already up on that website, including my COP and other data, so you can really drill into what my system is doing, including splitting the hot water and hot heating circuit COP, so we can see what the different COP between the hot water and the heating circuit is, something that the Octopus app currently doesn't allow. Now, you can get your data on Heat Pump Energy Monitoring without the flow and return temperature, but with the flow and return temperature, you can work out various things like what the flow and return are doing, basically trying to optimize your system a little bit better on how it works, how low you can go. You should eventually be able to work out when it's doing defrost cycles. Now, to do this, you need some temperature probes on the flow and return. Now, I noticed that the temperature for the hot water tank had something called ADC1. But there was also an ADC2, 3 and 4 in the API app showing -90 Celsius. Now, a bit of head scratching, I was like, well, I wonder if this is the temperature of the propane inside the gas circuit or something like that. But the figure never changed. It was always about -90. Then having a look at some technical information I've got about the Cosy 6 and having a look underneath this cover, I noticed there was an ADC1, 2, 3 and 4, and very quickly realised that ADC1 is a temperature probe coming from here and going into my hot water tank. Next, we had to work out what this temperature probe is, because you could just buy any temperature probe, doesn't mean it's going to work. So what I had to do was take it out of the heat pocket inside my water tank, and there was no markings to give away what type of temperature probe it was. So I spoke to Glyn, who runs Heat Pump Energy Monitoring, and you can buy a proper dedicated heat device off him, but the guy is a really nice bloke, really helpful, sells lots of energy monitoring, not just for heat pumps but also for EV chargers or home stuff. So really in-depth stuff over there at that website. I'll link it down below if you are interested in learning more about what they do. But he gave me some tips on how to find out what temperature probe it was. One of them was using a multimeter, and he told me the multimeter would tell me if it's a 10K, 20K or 30K probe. Now, it didn't give the exact readings that he said it would do on the resistance. The resistance didn't make sense. Now, that's because you have to test it at 22 Celsius exactly. I couldn't do that, so what I did do is measure the resistance and look at the temperature that the tank was at, so 40 Celsius for example, and I punched that into ChatGPT to work out what the temperature probe could be based on the resistance that it was showing on the multimeter and the temperature that the probe was thinking it was at, and it basically punched out that it was a 10k resistor. Now the next thing we had to find out is what the B curve of that was. Now after loads of trial and error, playing around with some sensors, I eventually got lucky and got a sensor that was 0.5 Celsius within the one that's inside my heat, inside my hot storage tank. Now to do that, I put both sensors, well, all the sensors inside the hot water temperature pocket, and when I found one which was basically within a degree, you know, 0.1 of a degree or 0.5 of a degree, that was the one I was going to go for. Now I can, if you want, start selling these if people really want them. Now the next simple job was to fit it properly, so cut the ends off that came on the plug that I got, strip the wire and poke it into the ADC2 and 3. I then have to route the cable over here, straight down here, and then down there. Now it's not going to get a perfect reading, and the reason is mine's at the end of my 20-meter run from my Cosy heat pump. To get a proper flow and return temperature, you should really do it at the end of where the heat pump is. Now I can't practically do that without running a huge cable, which just wouldn't be worth it for what I actually want it for. Also, it's going to have an advantage measuring at the end here, which I'll come back to shortly. It's going to get me some good readings. Now to get a good reading, I had to do a couple of things. First of all, thermal paste to the end of the probe, and then put that on top of the bare pipe as close to the wall as I could. So I put that on the pipe, I tie wrapped it down so it's nice and tight against that, then I wrap some foil around it and then put the insulation over the top. This should give me the best reading I possibly can from those temperature probes without them obviously being inside the flow of water like a proper heat meter or ultrasonic device would do. Now of course Octopus will eventually add the flow and return temperature to the API, but by measuring it at the end of the run, I will eventually be able to see what the temperature loss between the start of where my Cosy 6 is and the end of my run is. That's why I said it's going to add some real valuable data, because we get to see what that loss is. Everyone keeps telling me online it's huge. From what I've measured using the FLIR camera and various other bits, I don't think it's that big. Now, the other status we could do with from Octopus is seeing what the flow pressure is, how much water is flowing through those pipes, which hopefully again will come from the API when they put the flow and return temperatures in the API. Let's hope that comes soon. Now if you want to learn more about the Cosy 6, see more about these videos, or you're looking to get a Daikin or Cosy heat pump from Octopus, maybe a Cosy 6 or a Cosy 9 or any Daikin model they got, then maybe go to evnic.com/energy, where I said there's a code there where we can split £200 off the price of your install of your heat pump when you use my referral code. Now if you want to learn more about the Cosy 6 heat pump, check out this video here about my install. I'll check out this playlist here all about the heat pump.